EA Sports College Football ready to roll in Week 3. It's the BYU Cougars and the Colorado State Rams. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's going to run it. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Right side, it's Mosley. He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big 1st down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. But he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. Oh, pressure's coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Second and long here. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Extending the play. QB got it himself. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Rams want to pick up the tempo. The option, the keeper. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. A give to Brown. Maybe some... And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown Rams!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for space, it's Martin. Fights off a defender. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
All right, and it all starts with a big bear. I mean, first of all, when your name is Bear, you're cooler than everyone else. But when you saw him come in as a freshman a year ago, big, strong, everybody debated his weight. Is he 220? Is he 230? Probably closer to 250. And you watched him as a freshman make play after play with his legs, throwing the football. Palmer, this is a guy, man, in this offense, in this system, he takes another step, and he's better passing the ball through the air. You better watch out for BYU.
I think you're right. I think expectations are a lot different in Provo this year because of what you just said. I think Bear Bachmeier kind of came out of nowhere a year ago, and all of a sudden you blinked, and they were 8-0, and at the end of the year they're playing in the Big 12 championship game. He was just a freshman. He's had an outstanding offseason. The coaching staff already says he's digesting more of the playbook. They're going to be able to open it up a little bit more. He's going to play with more confidence, and if he stays healthy, BYU can win the conference and reach the playoff.
Long way to go on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Sets his feet. It's Bachmeier. He's going to let it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
The kick is on its way. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Under pressure. pressure. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. And the Rams will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They've really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. Wide receiver comes in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's Martin. Runs through the tackle. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the air, it's Bachmeier. They're all over him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Gets the back moving. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Makes the catch. It's Fareed. Turning it on. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Motion from the wide receiver. Again, it's Brown. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out there down 7-3 as they open this drive. Sees an alley. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moving the pocket, it's Bachmeier. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And just not enough field. That one, it's incomplete. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the return. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. The Colorado State offense heads onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Try the right side with Brown. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Colorado State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Fresh set of downs going up top. On the move. He'll pull it down and run. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll go to the counter play. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. The Rams with the 1st and 10. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. 2nd and long here. Grab behind the line. It's Mosley. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
In that 3rd and long situation, you'd like to see your quarterback have a plan. You know that they may dial up the blitz, so you've got to know where your answers are. Where's your hot route? Where's your sight adjust? Where can you get rid of the football if they bring an extra guy and the offense didn't look like they were ready for it?
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Can't get him to the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Out wide right, it's Casper. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Martin. Got enough for the 1st down. Finding some room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And, man, those are so frustrating for defenses because you're flying upfield, you're trying to get to the quarterback, and they slip that draw in there, and you can tell too many guys not doing their job, created some space for the running back to make the big play down the field.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground, and so naturally you think be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. He's got it. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Motion from the wideout. From the red zone, it's Martin. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
BYU 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rams offense on the field and ready to get started. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Rush right in his face. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. And the Rams will call on their punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
That's caught. It's Phillips. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. It's Martin. He's got enough. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Moves the pocket. It's Bachmeier. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Colorado State sideline, one of the things I'm keeping...
Snags it and he's open. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Rams are moving quickly down the field. Drops back on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Look out! Caught. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. And the Rams send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Just feeds the running back. At the 35, he's open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Now on first down from the 30. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Rushes on. What a grab with one hand. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Touchdown, Cougars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. RPO and throw it right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Rams now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a huge play. Dangerous throw there that's knocked down and incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Trying to escape and get it himself. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Rams line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They've got a little time to work with to try to add to this lead. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Now taken by BYU at second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Phillips. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Looking deep. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call it.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first. Oh, pressure's coming. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. The sure hands, it's Bachmeier. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
Didn't doesn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with a look at Utah, taking on the Utah State Aggies. And it's the Utes, looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Fort Collins. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to our team at sunny Lubick Field.
The Rams will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Hey guys, the Cougars head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Drops back. It's Smockmeyer. Throws to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on third, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Rams in the hurry-up. How about that heads-up play? You're coming out of the backfield, and all of a sudden the ball's in your breadbasket.
Yeah, how about that? Just seeing the ball tipped up, deflected in the air. The running back's like, all right, I'll take it. I'll make the catch. That goes down in the stat book as a catch.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to Brown. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. The Rams will try to pin them back with the punt. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Rams sideline, one thing I'm really keeping my eyes on here today, guys, this quarterback is banged up. He told me before the game that he has had to really fight through some soreness throughout the course of this week. I can tell you he's already taken some contact, and it is definitely a storyline that I am following throughout the course of this game. I'll keep you posted with everything I hear down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Brown. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Rams come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Catch in the middle, it's Mosley. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And he puts through the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Running to the left. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Throws for the tight end. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Under pressure. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Fires to the wideout. And the pass is broken up, incomplete. But wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's second and long. The fake wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off.
A lot of room to the right. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
This BYU offense set up with another first down. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Complete. At the 20, he's got space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive.
Touchdown, BYU! Made the grab in the end zone for 6. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown.
14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what do you have?
Hey guys, a special celebration developing down here on the field. It is so rare in college football to see one brother throw the ball to another for a touchdown, but that's what we have here today. Bear Bachmeier throwing a touchdown pass to his brother.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Out wide right, it's Brown. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Rams will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the BYU sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Again. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the big fella. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. They're all over it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. The defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Straight ahead, it's Brown. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Got the 1st down. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Still looking. He'll pull it down. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback's job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Coming. That 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Past the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So 1st down will open up the final period. Brown again. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give him credit, too.
Makes the grab inside the 30. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And, man, that has to be frustrating for this defense. You give up a big play, what do you want the secondary to do? Man, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback at some point. And he kept going. He kept having time to go through.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, makes a grab and room to run. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Bachmeier. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. To throw, it's Bachmeier. Back's got it on the screen. There he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Rush right in his face. Pulls it in. No, he got loose. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Pulls it in. It's Casper. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. And listen, having that short-term memory, being able to lead, it is critical at the quarterback position.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Left side is Casper. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here comes the heat. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Well, that's one on 3rd down. The quarterback and his target just had to have a little better timing. That ball had to come out a split hair sooner. As a result, though, being late, it gets swatted down, and now we've got 4th.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid.